Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nick Taliaferro, and I host the Evening Drive program on AM 900 W.U.R.D., a station whose very name is Word. And today we stand in commemoration to honor a man who, by the strength of his words, reshaped the national zeitgeist and reformed the conscience of America. We're gathering in his memory so that we might do likewise and reform this country through the power of sharing our thoughts, our ideas, the principles that undergird our actions. And now, without any further ado, it is my privilege to introduce to you a gentleman who has been entrusted with words in the historical pulpit of the Mother Bethel AME Church. Please make welcome, if you would, the Reverend Dr. Mark Kelly Tyler.
Somebody say, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Now look at your neighbor. Look at your other neighbor. Come on, now give yourselves a big hand. This is what Philadelphia looks like. This is black. This is brown. This is red. This is yellow. This is white. This is old, this is middle-aged, this is young, this is Philadelphia. This is Philadelphia looking out for its neighbors. And we're here today because we've come to say that Philadelphia has some unfinished business with its residents. Look where we're standing. A place that celebrates democracy, and yet has the nerve to say that you can stop and frisk anybody and take their rights as though they don't live in the same democracy that you drive tourists through every day. I saw Selma, and I said there's some strange parallels between then and now. Then they were marching, and now we're marching. Then they were fighting for justice for black men who were hung on trees without a trial or anyone ever being brought to justice. Now we're marching for young men being shot dead in the streets and no one being brought to trial or to justice. Then they were marching for jobs. They wanted $2 an hour for a minimum wage. And do you realize that when you adjust it for inflation, that's $15 an hour today. Then they were marching because of segregated schools. Today, we send children to integrated schools with segregated budgets, and Philadelphia spends less than Detroit, Michigan per pupil. Something is wrong. And so we come because behind us, there is a place where the Declaration of Independence was signed. We come because behind us, there is a place where the Constitution was ratified. We come to this place because behind us is the home George Washington sat in and talked about freedom while his slaves brought him his dinner at night. We've come to this place because behind us is the Liberty Bell with its crack and all. And on the side is inscribed from the Jewish text a quote from Leviticus that talks about the year of Jubilee. 50 years, all the enslaved should go free. It's been 50 years since Selma, 50 years since Bloody Sunday, 50 years since a march for voting rights, and we've come to say it's time for a Jubilee. It's time for an end to injustice now.